Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Project Zomboid Survivor Broadcast. This episode is a continuation of positive traits, so sit back, enjoy, and we'll see you in there. Light eater.
Yeah, light eater.
75% hunger. I'm guessing that's 75% less hunger.
No, I think it's you have.
You
less hunger.
Right? Yeah. Okay. Again, not one that I take.
No, I mean the way I look at it is, there's so much food on the map. You always have something to eat. Stuff your face with it. You know, in my playthrough, I've got like 20 boxes of whatever you call it, boxes of ice cream. You know, and I've got like 300 cans of baked beans or whatever on my like in all my storage crates and stuff. So I've never like run out of food.
Yeah.
And,
I think that's it. There's so much food about, isn't there?
So much food. Exactly.
There's. I don't for 4 points as well. I don't really think it's worth it.
Yeah, I'd rather spend on something else.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Simple as really.
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, that could be quite a nice segue into the next one. Lucky. That's 4 points. Now I would take that.
Yes.
Over probably the rest of the 4 pointers.
Me too. I think yes, I'd agree with that. Lucky. Why would you not want to be lucky?
Yeah. Especially when you need the how to use generator and things like that.
Yeah. I mean, it's like for me that like I don't know why, but it's that extra loot that you find. It's so useful. I just like the fact of maybe it's why I get lots of like food and stuff.
Yeah.
But like to me, it's something that like the game says, something. Sometimes things just go away. It's literally a little helping hand.
And I think it also would affect bite chance and things like that.
Do you think?
I think it does.
Yeah, lucky. Now it's interesting you should say that, Ash, because I always used to. For me, lucky was one that it would be like the first on the list.
Yeah,
First down on the team sheet, if you like. I would always take lucky, and I thought I had it in my head that it gave you a reduced likelihood of being bitten, and obviously being bitten is end of the game, isn't it?
Yeah, GG.
But it doesn't say that on the wiki.
No, it's surely it does though. I don't. I always assumed it does because surely luck is involved with the whole bite and scratch, and laceration, RNG.
I don't know,
I suppose.
Or is that too overpowered? You know?
Possibly. I don't know.
I don't know, but I feel like my whole ethos has been shaken to the core. I would take lucky every time because it's like, yeah, got to be lucky.
Yep.
Much less chance of being scratched or bitten. Absolutely crucial. Got to have lucky. Couldn't play without it. And what does it say in the effects? It says 10% chance of plus 10% chance of finding loot and minus 5% chance of failing item repairs. And it does also affect your search mode in foraging. No mention of bites or scratches or anything like that.
Yeah.
That's true.
But we must have read it somewhere, though, right? We must have read it somewhere because we both got the idea in our heads. Lucky,
I'm just having a quick look on the old Google if it does. What people are saying, it doesn't affect your chance to get a bite or lower the chance to get infected when bitten, scratched. So maybe it isn't. Because when you think about it, if it does lower, it should be worth more than 4 points, shouldn't it? If it lowers your chance to get bit.
Yeah.
As well.
But so would you say? So let's just assume that it doesn't affect the mortality rate, shall we say?
Yeah.
Plus 10% chance of finding loot, worth it? 4 points.
I would say compared to the other 4 pointers on there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you compare that to Light Eater, for example. I'd take extra 10% chance of finding loot. Definitely. And And it's even got the nice 5% chance, minus 5% chance of failing item repairs, which is nice as well.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
Yeah, I think it's. I don't know. I pick it just because I like things going my way.
It's good to be lucky. It's good to be
lucky. That's what I said. Why wouldn't you want to be lucky?
Yeah.
You don't want to be unlucky, do you?
Yeah, it's a must for me. It's one of my go-tos. It's an essential for me.
Yeah.
But it does change it now that it doesn't affect the bite chance, though. But I think I'd still take it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, plus 10% is. I don't know. It doesn't feel that significant, really. I don't know.
I think it used to be more. I'm sure it used to be more.
I think it might be like that 10% chance of finding loot. I think it affects a lot of things. Like you know how like loot spawn loot tables, I believe. So it's like these things can spawn in here. So I think it ups the chance of things spawning. So you get perhaps more variety in loot. So without it, you in like a fire station, you might get 1 axe, but with this, you have a 10% chance for it to spawn 2 axes, or like that. But I think it's over time. You'll see a big difference in loot because I think it's not 10% in general. I think it's 10% on each time you open something. There's more.
Right. Loot. Okay. Yeah.
I'm not sure though. I might be wrong. Please correct us.
Let us know.
There's different ways to think about it, I suppose. Yeah. So maybe if you thought about it like sort of if you had to check 10 crates to find an axe, with this you'd only have to check 9. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
That way to think about it, maybe.
I think it's on each because it's loot tables. I believe this game runs on, and I think it's 10% chance of things in that loot things to spawn every single time that you open a crate. I don't know.
So it gives an extra 10% of that particular whatever that was.
Or I think it's 10. So it's like if an axe has 1% chance of spawning in a crate. Each crate you open, it'll have 11% chance of spawning. I think. Don't know.
That makes sense. I mean, I'd take that if it's an extra 10% on each item.
There's somebody like Retinaru or Arian has probably done a video on it.
Trombonaut on it.
Trombonaut on it.
Yeah, there's got to be a video out there.
Yeah. But I would definitely take Lucky. Yeah, I would.
Yeah, me too.
Should we move on?
Yes.
We're only halfway through.
No, I know.
The old positive rate.
Do you want to know how where we're at now?
Time-wise, yeah, go on.
Hour.
Are we an hour?
We just hit the hour mark, I think.
Okay. Well, next trait, let's not waste time by talking about time.
Let's go.
So we've got resilient. Now, I don't think we really don't need to spend much time on this one, do we?
No, I never take it. I always take prone to illness.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, 75% zombification progression rate. That's what does that matter?
Doesn't matter.
You're gonna be zombified. Yeah.
You just get to wallow in your sadness for 75% longer.
Yeah. You catch a chance of catching a cold strengths. As we said, we never get them with outdoorsmen, which is what we normally take. It's not one for me.
And
yes, it's kind of pointless, isn't it? Because if you can take outdoorsman for half the cost.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that has pretty much the same
better benefits.
Very similar benefits.
Yeah.
Just the scratch and maceration. Yeah.
Exactly. Like the zombification progress, you can might as well like not even a thing. Like if you're bit, just get out on a bang.
Get some bleach.
Yeah. You're grabbing the shotgun and going for it.
Yeah, exactly. I don't see that as something really less prone to disease, but also I don't really get diseases.
No.
Because of the outdoorsman, I don't get colds.
It's not hard to avoid. Ill,
exactly.
Is it?
Yeah,
exactly. All right, so that one's pretty pointless. Yeah. We can all agree on that one, right? Nobody takes that one. If you take that one, you're a fool.
Right? It's going to be literally everyone apart from us that take it, and you've just suspended everyone else watching.
No, I just can't. No, there's just no way. I just can't believe that.
No one takes it. Surely.
Okay.
Nice try.
One person listening now going, "Oh, I do it."
Let us know. Let us know how if it's helped you.
Yeah, let us know if anybody's ever taken Resilient for any reason. Let us know down in the comments.
Yeah.
I'll be impressed.
Yeah.
Or disappointed. I don't know. And next one, Eagle-Eyed. Eagle-Eyed. Now we're getting to the sort of the big points now. It costs 6 points for Eagle-Eyed. You have a wider field of view. It does also affect your foraging, your search mode. So you have a faster visibility fade and a higher visibility arc, so you can see for farther and longer. Anybody use this one?
No.
There's got to be some people that use this one. No.
I take short-sighted.
Yeah. I've never taken Eagle-Eyed personally.
No.
Because I find the sort of the standard level of vision, if you like, is more than adequate to see what's coming your way, generally speaking.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the standard is fine. Like I say, I take short-sighted, get some glasses on.
Yeah.
Happy days.
Yeah.
3 points.
Yeah. But whenever I put glasses on, I always get knocked off though.
Yeah, I'll wear glasses for the first few days until I find like a welding mask or something, and then it's like, right, glasses are gone. Yeah. But then I still don't even see it. Doesn't affect me that much. Anyway.
I don't see a problem with how it is already without the trait.
And for 6 points, that's expensive.
Yeah, it does seem a bit expensive, doesn't it? There seems, I mean, some of these traits they haven't changed really for years, have they?
Yeah.
I mean, the more you look at these, the more you think, well, maybe these need reworking. I don't know, controversial.
I think some of them do, definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, because the next one, fast healer.
Yeah.
Again, 6 points. You recover faster from injury and illness. Does not apply to exercise fatigue.
No.
Again, we probably. I'd assume you're going to agree. One of the reasons I would never take fast healer because it's off the table. Because you always take slow healer, right?
Yeah.
I'd say that or that or neither. It depends.
I'm a slow healer kind of guy.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, I think there's definitely several positive traits that you would just never take because
it's more beneficial to take the negative version of it.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, when I'm doing a build, I always choose the negative traits first, and then I work with what points that gives me for the positive traits.
Yeah.
So I would never even consider Eagle-Eyed, Fast Healer, and a few of the others, Iron Gut. Just not. It's almost like they don't exist.
Yeah, no, I'd never tell. I mean, Fast Healer possibly could be helpful in multiplayer.
Yeah, I was just thinking that because you got a lot more PvP.
There's been a couple of times when I've had to, and you can't fast forward as well. There's a couple of times I've been out of action for a day or two on multiplayer. But again, it's not worth the 6 points.
Well, I've looked at this. I've got the wiki up, and I've got the difference between the slow healer and the fast healer with different injuries. So we'll start off with a scratch, right? And this is in hours. So when you have a slow healer, it takes 15 to 25 hours to recover from a scratch injury. With the fast healer, it's 4 to 10. So it's quite a big difference. With a let's say you're playing multiplayer and you get a shot. With slow healer, it takes 22 to 28 hours. I thought it would be more actually, but with fast healer, it's only 12 to 18. So it is quite a difference.
What about
on
nothing. Fractures? Does it affect?
Fractures. Slow healer fracture is 80 to 150 hours, but with fast healer, it's 30 to 50. So that's quite good.
I mean, possibly the time I would take is you can do the playthroughs where you start with like burns all over your body and a broken leg, something like that. And maybe, possibly, but it's just the idea is you don't tend to get injured that often anyway. I don't think.
If you're careful, I mean.
Yeah,
we've all had that playthrough though, haven't we? We've all had that playthrough where we've fallen when we were building, we've fallen a story or two, broken a leg.
Forgot to take the glass out of a window or something.
Oh no, rookie mistakes.
Yeah.
That doesn't happen often, does it? You wouldn't need fast healer if you're getting careful.
If you're getting in trouble with zombies, then it's.
I mean, it would make me more. It would make me more reckless if I did take it.
That's true, but it's not worth the 6 points.
Nah.
I think we can all.
I mean, maybe if it was like a 2-pointer, possibly.
Yeah.
Or maybe maybe 3. I don't even know if I spent. 3
it would be a luxury one then, wouldn't it? If you wanted to take, if you had a few spare points.
Yeah. Exactly.
Not 6. 6 seems a bit OTT.
Definitely, especially considering the next one is 6 points.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, fast. I like that lead in. That's good. It's like we know what we're doing. Oh my god. We got fast learner. 6 point cost, 130% XP gain for all skills except strength and fitness.
Yeah,
I can tell what Ash is going to say about this already. But what do you think, Sam?
I think it's pretty good to have.
That's it. That's all you got to say. I think it's pretty good to have.
Yeah. I mean, the XP gains. I disagree. I don't like. Well, I don't like the late game grind a lot. Well, I do, but I don't. I don't know. I don't understand why you'd have to take apart 20 washing machines to figure out how to put one pipe to another pipe.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah. But I do it just because it depends how long I think I'm going to survive for. If I think I'm going to survive for a long time, I'll get it. But if not, I probably won't.
Controversial.
You can tell by our reactions. We don't agree with that.
Let me rephrase. If I know I'm not going to survive for long, because I'm doing I'm going to see how many zombies I can kill in X amount of time, I won't take it because it's like a short play. But if I do a long-term playthrough like the one I'm doing right now, yes, I do have fast learner because I want that extra skill gains because it's so frustrating when you're sat, especially as mechanics. To get the mechanics skill up is a chore, but thankfully it's less of a chore. Yeah, it's long.
But the thing is, I mean, me personally, fast learner, it's a must-have.
Yeah.
Personally, I mean,
100%.
It's 130% XP. Don't forget that's for all combat and maintenance and things like this.
Exactly.
So most playthroughs, if we're talking about the general sort of experience of playing Project Zomboid, most playthroughs are on the shorter end of the scale, aren't they? Really. Yeah. So if you were getting big things like your combat, your weapon skills, and your maintenance up 30% quicker, I would. Yeah, I mean, it's a must-have for me personally.
Definitely. No, I agree. It's just unlike a playthrough I'm going to last like not even a week. I won't, but yeah. And if you're thinking about playing it seriously, fast learner is a go-to.
Definitely. So you're basically saying that you're so good at playing this game, all your playthroughs are really long.
No, as in,
I'm teasing.
When I'm planning, which plans do go, not well sometimes. If it's like a series that I'm going to be doing, yeah, I'll get it. But if it's like a one-off video, I won't.
Yeah. For me, every time for me, it's for 6 points. I mean, you compare that.
It's good value. Good value.
Compare that to fast healer. It's just.
Yeah.
It's mad that they think they can charge us 6 points for fast
How dare they?
How dare they?
How dare they?
Man, you could get such value.
Where's the petition to sign?
It's definitely a must-have for me.
It's definitely one of the better value ones.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yes, definitely.
It's just very useful, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right. Well, next we got fit. So this again costs 6 points. It gives you a massive +2 to your fitness. Which is quite a lot. That is quite significant.
Yeah.
Because we all know what an absolute, almost impossible grind it is to level up fitness and strength in game.
Oh yeah.
Do you guys take this one invariably?
Yes.
I like it will either be fitness is a must-have.
It will either be this or athletic, depending on my points.
Yep. Exactly.
Definitely.
See, I'm going to be the weird one on this one. I'm going to be in the minority. It's kind of like I know that there are probably the majority of people would want to have high strength and fitness for what should be obvious reasons, right? But I always generally find fitness and strength at sort of 6 or 7 level. I kind of find that okay. I find that manageable. So I actually rarely take those higher, more expensive ones.
I used to play with around about a 5 for strength and fitness, and I'd even take unfit, I think, which would knock it down to 4. And I did that for hundreds of hours probably, and then I tried, because strength and fitness are the longest to level up, aren't they?
Well, they're almost impossible.
Yeah.
Really. To level up.
So then my games now, I'll start with 9 strength, 8 fitness. I can't remember the exact loadout of the traits. It'll be around there, and it does make such a difference. I find I will always go as high as I can with strength and fitness now.
I mean, I really well, they're such grind to level up, aren't they? And I really feel like they should redo these systems with it.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't want to go on too much of a tangent, but you know, when I was younger, I used to do a lot of like cross country and stuff, and I'm not as fit as I used to be, but I could, you know, start running again every single evening. I could go out for a half-hour run or something, and my fitness would go up. And at a certain point, I would be able to run pretty well for quite a distance. And it's like you could. I spent the last 3 months in the zombie apocalypse running everywhere, just straight running everywhere. But my fitness level is like a 3 or a 4 if I pick those traits or that kind of, you know. I've got that scenario where I have got 3 fitness, and I wish the mechanic was the more you do it, the better you get at it, because I don't know, it's just some arbitrary number that just rises, which makes you better. You know, I would like to be able to, in the evenings, you know, go for a run around my kind of cleared block that I have, and that
it doesn't really do anything, does it? Because you can work out at home and stuff, and you know, you do like burpees and all that, but it doesn't. I think I've done it for like 20 straight days in game, and you get so little gains from it.
Yeah,
and then you get the fatigue.
Yeah.
It's they do need to look at that, which is why I pump them as high as I can.
Yes, exactly. Because once they're up there, they're okay to manage.
Yeah.
But I couldn't go lower now.
Yeah, I don't think I could go lower now. Although saying that, I think I have in my I'm not too sure. But normally 9 out of 10 times it's pumping them as high as I can.
Yeah. Exactly.
Well, I got some stats for you guys. I got some stats. So
I love stats.
Well, it gets complicated there, doesn't it? Because things can stack and it just gets so complicated. But I'm looking out on the wiki for passive stuff. So I'm looking at strength.
Yep.
I mean, the main, for me, for a higher level strength, the main attractiveness for me would be the increased carry capacity. For sure.
Yeah.
Especially if it's early game, it can take a while. If you're unlucky, it can take a while to get a decent bag.
Yeah.
So having sort of 16 carry capacity instead of 12 can be quite crucial, can't it? Because if you get over encumbered, you get tired a lot quicker, and it can quickly get out of.
That's one of the ways you're gonna die.
But, with melee damage, I was kind of. It's the first time I've looked at this. I'm a bit surprised. Obviously, with melee damage, there are so many other things that affect it. All those moodles, so it's never this simple. But the melee damage multiplier for strength level 5 is 100%. So that if you were strength level 5, you would do normal damage, if you like, let's say, and going either way, up or down, it only increases by 5%.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, again, you have to remember that all the different noodles affect it, and all the other traits will affect it. So many different variables.
Is there a push modifier that zombies will fall over when you push it?
Yes, there is. It's the same. It's exactly the same as the melee damage. Obviously, melee damage is very complicated because you've got weapons as well.
And
what your skill is in that weapon and everything. But Yeah, I'm surprised at how little it is. So at 5%, it's 100%, and then it increases by 5% every level.
Each
So
level.
level 9 strength, it's 120%. So you've only got 20% increase, which I was generally surprised at. And it's just, maybe fitness is maybe more significant if you've got higher fitness, I think.
Yeah.
But I'm generally surprised at what little impact that increased strength has on your fighting.
Yeah, I thought it was more.
It feels like so much more.
Yeah, it does.
I guess it's just so complicated, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So many, like you say, so many different factors.
So many. I mean, I'd still pick it because I value that extra 20% or whatever.
From the carry weight as well.
That one is carry weight as well.
Yeah.
I'm always quite heavy on what I carry because I carry a lot of stuff with me.
Yeah, I'm always the first moodlet of encumbered. Yeah. Always people comment all the time. You need to drop stuff off. It's like it's how I play. It's how I roll.
Yeah.
But always, yeah, because I'll have a hammer, all sorts with me. Two bleach bottles of water, hammer, screwdriver, couple of melee weapons, maybe.
Actually, I've misread it. I think if you get to if you're level 9 or 10 strength, you get an extra bonus for some reason. It doesn't say. So it says melee damage multiplier. It's, as I said, it's 5% increase for every level. But then there's a separate section that says actual melee damage multiplier with strong. So if you've got the strong trait and then it's level 9 or 10, you get an extra sort of 40-50% boost. Which is massive.
Yeah, because I always say strong.
Yeah,
but that's only at level 9 or 10 strength, is you get that extra.
So I always
extra big
come in
boost.
At 9 strength.
Yeah.
But it does cost a lot of skill points to get that sort of level of strength and fitness, though.
But
I find
it's very much worth it, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Fitz, are we taking it for 6 points? I think we can agree.
I always take Stout personally because it gives me the strength, but I'm getting ahead of myself. we're gonna move on to Sam's favourite positive trait now. I think is keen hearing.
Yeah,
a larger perception radius, 200% perception radius.
200%.
Yes, so zombies that approach from behind will be visible much earlier. Now, I've never taken keen hearing. I'm sorry to upset you, Sam. I'm sorry to upset you.
Yeah, you will not go back if you pick it.
No, the best 6 points you can spend.
Yep,
definitely.
I mean, if you're on sort of vanilla sort of options, then you are much more likely to get bitten from an attack from behind, aren't you?
Yeah.
So, in that perspective, you could almost say that keen hearing is exceptionally important. And I can see how if you were very tired, because when you get very tired, your character's perception radius is almost nothing, isn't it? If you're extremely tired.
Yeah.
But I've never taken it because again, I find the bog standard perception radius is to be completely fine. I've never taken it. Go on, you both of you, by the sound of it, place your arguments before me for why keen hearing is essential. Go for it.
Okay, right. I'll go first. So I'm leaning forward in my chair. So, I'm in business.
Oh, by the way, I will agree with everything you say, but probably still not take keen hearing.
First off, I want you to keep an open mind to the fact that just keep an open mind. I think that when you are fighting zombies, has there ever been a time where you've looked around and gone, "Oh shit, there's lots of zombies behind me. I got to quickly turn and just about escape." Have you ever had that track when you're kind of backing up?
Not a day goes by.
Not a day. So what would you do if I told you that you could see those zombies twice as early, so you had more chance to get away and there was less of a risk of getting bit?
Well, yeah, I mean that's factually correct, but I find I'm talking too much. I find the normal radius fine, and the thing is with the reduced radius being very tired, if you're that tired, you probably shouldn't be fighting zombies and being out and about anyway. I just find for the cost, it doesn't give me enough tangible benefit personally. But I jumped in way too early. You've hardly started, and I'm already poo-pooing it. Go for it.
It's just it just the sight in the game is your number one friend, right? You can hear him, okay, and you can see him. You can see him much earlier. It gives you such an advantage, You know, with this, you can spin around and fight on two fronts pretty well. But obviously, if you're fighting on two fronts, I would recommend just to get out of there.
Definitely.
But it gives you that extra, chance. If you're getting followed, you can't
isn't it? I think.
Yeah, you see it, and if you've got a fast reaction time, sure, you don't have to have it. But I've got a decent reaction time, but I still have it because
it's essentially doubling the time that you're allowed to get out of there.
It's like the game. It's like a quick time event. You've got like double this time to do that. It's so much. It's easy. It's easier, and I can focus on fighting at the front because I know that behind me, I'm good for an extra twice as far. Why wouldn't you take it? Because it increases your survivability like no other trait that's here.
You see, I'm just incredibly paranoid. So I check my back so often because if it's more than like 3 seconds, I'm convinced there's a zombie there behind me about to bite me. So I'm exceptionally paranoid. I can almost like feel them physically behind me. I get so paranoid about it.
Sense.
Yeah.
I know where they are.
I'm always spinning around constantly and looking behind me, thinking there's a zombie there. There's a zombie there. There's a zombie there.
Yeah.
So maybe that's why I don't really see. It's not for the cost. It's just not attractive for me. But I agree with everything you say, and you're right. You're right, and I'm wrong. There you go. I said it. But I'm just so paranoid. I'm always checking behind myself anyway. So when I get to this level, there are this cost. There are other things that I will always take. So it's not that this is my personal opinion. This not that this is a rubbish one to take in the same way that resilient is or
fast healer.
Or fast healer. I just when I get to this sort of cost, there are other more for me personally. There are more beneficial positive traits, which we'll come to in a minute. But the next one, what about you, Ash? What would you have anything to add?
No,
hearing is great.
No, I mean I would agree with everything Sam said. Really, it's a must-have for me. Like we said, the majority of deaths come from behind, don't they?
Definitely. Yeah, definitely.
And having that's doubling your percent of survival, I would say.
Yeah,
and for
that's a good way to put it, I suppose.
Yeah, and for 6 points, I mean, I'm taking that all day, every day. That one.
Yeah, definitely.
Next up.
Yeah,
go on.
No. I was just going to say, before I tried it, I never tried it, and then I tried it once, and that was it. So maybe give it a go. Maybe give it a go.
I should. You're right. I should. That's it. There's so many different traits and ways to play and setups you can do. It's just crazy. Next. I can't believe this costs 6 points. It's possibly one of the most pointless. I mean, I just can't believe that anybody would ever take this.
Should we just skip it?
There is. Yeah, we'll acknowledge that it exists. It's low thirst.
Begrudgingly.
It costs 6 points. You need to drink water 50% less, basically. I mean, it's just if you take this, you are There's no words. There's no words.
Let us know in the comments.
There's so much water. If there's one person who has a valid argument for this, put it in the comments.
Yeah, we'll listen to it,
and we will reply to it and give it a listen. And if it makes sense, we apologise.
But it won't make sense.
Yeah, because in one small house you will have at least two sources of water, won't you? You'll have there'll be something in the kitchen, there'll be something in the bathroom.
Yeah. Have you seen how many houses there are in Louisville?
You got the toilets, the sinks, the showers, the baths.
Yeah, it's just everything.
Just 6 points, not worth
6
it.
points. That definitely needs a rework, right?
Yeah.
And again, another reason we wouldn't take this is we'd take the opposite, right? High thirst.
Yeah, high thirst. Yeah.
See, I don't take either really.
No.
I take high first.
Again, I never see it because I go through the negative traits first, and I will choose high thirst every time.
Yeah,
that's definitely part of the meta build, isn't it? Really, high thirst. But anyway,
yeah,
we'll move on. Organized. Mine still costs 6 points. Increased container inventory capacity, 130% increase.
Why would you not?
Well, yeah.
Easy as.
yeah.
You want
Is it worth it for 6 points though? Is it worth it for 6 points?
I would always like to have it because there's nothing worse than coming back and trying to cram everything into your car and realizing you can't. So you've got to leave half a piece of the table, and across the map. So if I had the points, yeah, I'll get it.
Yeah, it's not one for me. Again, it'd be a luxury buy for me, but at 6 points, that's a bit too expensive for me.
Yeah,
I must admit, it was a nice surprise when I gained this trait in dynamic traits, which is a mod where you can gain extra traits for meeting certain conditions in game, and it was a real nice surprise when I had increased capacity in the car. I didn't anticipate that would happen. It was you get that same bonus for all the seats in the car and everything. It was really good.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. So you do get that for the vehicle as well as your bags and things.
Yeah.
But I don't see the value or worth at -6. If it was like a -2, it would, again, you could maybe take it if you had a couple of points left over.
Possibly even a 4 could stretch to, maybe.
Yeah.
But a 6, no,
a bit too much.
Yeah.
Not when you've got the next one at the same sort of cost. This is one from. See, I have the same sort of. If I've got enough negative points racked up, I will always take the next one, which is Stout. It still costs 6 points. It gives you. It's like double bubble, really. You get +2 strength. So extra knockback for melee weapons and increased carry weight. This is, for me, I have the same warm, fuzzy feelings about Stout as you do about Keen Hearing. I would always take Stout. What's your take on it, guys?
Yeah, no, I think I use it. I can't quite remember, but I can understand why you definitely use it because it is +2 strength, increased carry weight. They're very in demand things. I understand why you take them. I think I'm 50 about this because it's either I normally go for fit instead of Stout. I don't want to introduce fitness because I prefer like the endurance rather than I prefer like a longer fight than a shorter fight. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean it's personal preference. I think it's interchangeable.
I think for me, I normally go for strong, but for some reason, if I'm doing like some kind of random playthrough where I need other traits, need points to spend on other things, I'll make sure I have either Stout. If I haven't got strong, it'll be Stout. I'm taking. Yeah, definitely. Like I say, it's mainly I normally do manage to get strong in there. But Stout is the second best for me. If I can't afford strong for whatever reason, it would be Stout. So I think it's worth the 6 points definitely for +2 strength. And the extra knockback.
Would you guys? What's your opinions on strength versus fitness? I know you can build a character that has both, but what would you say is more attractive, more important to have, higher strength or higher fitness?
I would say fitness.
I would say fitness as well.
I thought you were going to say strength.
Yeah, no, I know.
I thought I was going to have a good sort of balance there.
No, I think I would go fitness.
I'd go fitness because there's nothing worse than getting extremely exhausted. And I would rather, it be 2 crowbar hits instead of 1, but I can do it for twice as long. Or a bit longer. I'd rather have the endurance than knowing the fact that I can do this and then I can go home and, not be, just.
Because the endurance is the number one killer as well, isn't it? When you're
tired, exactly.
It goes south really quickly.
Yeah,
once you start to get time.
Yeah, that's what you need.
It's diminishing returns, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I fitness.
I think I've definitely underestimated fitness in the past quite a lot.
Yeah.
I often think when I'm playing that I wish that they would add something into the game that reduces your endurance stack, like the same way that vitamins reduce your tiredness.
Yeah.
I wish they'd put like energy drinks or something.
Yeah, there is some mods for it.
Yeah, definitely.
That I've tried, but like an energy sports drink, something like that.
Or something that you could ingest that would reduce
just a straight sugar capsule.
Makes and it makes sense, wouldn't it? I'm sure they got it planned because I think they're going to rework all the food, or are reworking it, or something.
Yeah.
So Stout, that's good. 6 points plus 2 strength. It's worth it, I'd say. That's a good. It's a good spend. Again, compared to Fast Healer or Eagle Eyed.
Yeah.
There's definitely some that just aren't worth bothering with, are they? Really? Thick-skinned is the next one. We're overrunning a little bit, but we're nearly at the end. We've got just 3 more after this one, so stay with us, everybody. Stay with us. Thick-skinned costs 6 points, a less chance of scratches or bites breaking the skin. So this is another sort of stat-heavy one, isn't it? Really, in terms of what actually happens. Let's have a look. So on the effects, I'm just going to read it. Multiplies the chance of not being injured by a zombie attack by 1.3. And then it all talks about sort of base numbers and all sorts of stuff. It's quite complicated. This is one that I always take, actually. I'm probably wrong too, maybe at that cost. But I don't know. What's your your take on it, Ash?
It was one that I used to always take. I used to take it all the time. I don't so much anymore. And I do sometimes even take thin-skinned.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I don't take thin-skinned, but I don't take thick-skinned.
I don't take thin-skinned a lot, but I have been known to.
I don't know, with thick-skinned, I'd need to do some more testing with it, because I've already done some testing on my channel. I need to do more tests, because the way I look at it is just... If a zombie's bitten me from behind, I'm most likely dead anyway.
Yeah, that's sort of my thinking. We've even taken thin-skinned as well.
But then with thin-skinned, you can get scratched up by walking through a little knee-high bush.
But if you take outdoorsman,
counterbalance. This is the entire game of it, isn't it?
Just goes to show what a steal outdoorsman is at just 2.
It's still getting mentioned in the 6 points.
Please don't change it. Please don't change it. Please.
You see, I mean, maybe I'm just outdated with my sort of approach, because maybe in a way, something like thick-skinned is kind of made sort of almost pointless by the sort of tailoring things they brought in with all the sort of new clothes and the way you can layer up, because you can
definitely
get that tailoring high enough and you can get pretty much 100% protection against scratch, can't you? And like 50% or more against bites. So maybe if you've got tailoring going on, thick skin is almost pointless. Was that fair?
It kind of like counterbalances it with detailing. I can definitely see where you.
I think it's going to be a luxury for me. Thick-skinned, personally.
Yeah, definitely.
And not worth the points, is what we're saying.
Yeah, not worth 6.
Maybe. I think give it a go if you are interested in it. But I think there's a point where you kind of just have to accept that if you're going to get bit from behind, you're probably dead.
Yeah.
But what about a different viewpoint? Maybe if you were new, you're a bit of a beginner, not that much experience with combat. So let's just
I would
viewpoint,
take it.
You'd be much more likely to get scratched or injured in your zombie encounters. Does that make it more valuable?
Yeah, because I think that's when I was taking it when I was, a few hours ago when I was not new but still fairly new. Definitely when I was brand new, I was always taking it.
Me too. Because my thinking is less chance of scratches or bites breaking the skin. So if it reduces the likelihood of you getting bitten,
I think the way I look at it
make
now,
more attractive?
the way I look at it now is I don't plan on I know none of us do, but I'm a lot more competent, I would say, now than I was when I first started, which is why maybe I don't really think being overconfident, possibly, but I don't think I need it as much now. Whereas I think if you're new, get it definitely.
Yeah,
I think
So it's a good one for newer.
Yeah, definitely. I would say yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, so we've got 3 more to go. We're really getting into the big points now. Yeah, we're getting there. Slowly but surely. Adrenaline Junkie costs 8 points, moves faster when highly panicked.
Yes.
So this can be a complicated one, I think, because again, you've got sort of multipliers and bonuses and all sorts of stuff. Anybody use this one?
No.
8 points. I'm alright, thanks.
No,
I'd rather have those 8 points than do it somewhere else.
Yeah, definitely.
I'd rather, have those 8 points, spend those 8 points on getting strong, and then also like Sunday driver or something.
Yeah, you could get 3 or 4 good traits for that 8 point cost.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
and
well, outdoorsman for a start, 2 points.
Yeah, and also move faster when panicked. So I'm like, this is very much I need to get out of here. But if you're just a bit more careful with it, and also I guess it also works as, when you're panicked, you can also just try and not be panicked in the first place. Because obviously, because I just exercise sometimes because I take veteran sometimes. But if I have brave, it reduces the point of the adrenaline junkie, doesn't it? 'Cause you don't get panicked as much if you're braver.
Yeah, because you'd rather not be panicked than be panicked to be able to run a bit faster, wouldn't you?
Exactly. This is kind of like a last resort shit I need to get out of here.
Yeah.
It's expensive at 8 points, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is.
And I think before we started recording, I think you mentioned, Sam, that it may come in handy possibly with sprinters, but so rare to have them, isn't it?
Yeah. Once again, depends on your situation.
But yeah, for me, not worth the 8 points. No way.
Let us know. Let us know what you think.
That's
because,
it. Yeah, go on.
If there's valid points as to why is there something that's on the wiki that we don't know, please let us know and inform us, because the more we know about this game, it's always better. And
it's impossible to know everything. That's for sure.
Exactly.
Everybody's got their own way to interpret the somewhat esoteric stats as well.
Yeah.
All right, so we've got really big points spending now.
Yeah.
We've got the 2 big ones at 10 points cost. You'd have to choose quite a lot of significant negative traits to be able to afford this one. But we've got athletic. You can run faster and longer without tiring, so it gives you a massive +4 to your fitness and a 40% running or sprinting endurance loss.
Yeah,
that's massive, isn't it?
That's massive. That is massive.
Yeah, that's one for me, definitely.
Yeah. I'd love to have athletic and strong, but obviously that's a lot. So what I usually try to do is, if I want to get both of these in one, I'll pick the unemployed trait.
Yeah,
and I'll also get like one of the -10 I'd get like unfit or something. Or very underweight.
Yeah, same. I would go. I always take unemployed. Something underweight. I take. These two are the must for me. I switch them around a little bit. Like one time I'll have strong with fit or athletic with stout, something like that, interchangeable. But again, as we've said, the fitness and the strength are the main priority for me when I do my build. So yeah, it's worth the 10 points for me, definitely.
Yep. It's a heavy price, but you'll be happy with it. Definitely. What do you think, Chuck?
Well, I mean, I don't know. It's kind of like, well, your arguments are irrefutable, shall we say? You can't really argue with anything you just said. But there's a little part of me, there's a little voice in me. It's saying, well, guys, come on, fitness and strength, getting up to levels 8, 9, 10, does that just not make you just too good? Mm-hmm. Does that not make you just too good at taking out the zombies? Does that argument hold any weight? You know,
maybe it does. Mm-hmm. Maybe it is a little bit OP, possibly. But I think you need all the help you can get.
The zombie apocalypse.
Yeah. I think again, the value you see in it might be sort of affected by what sort of scenarios you put yourself into. Maybe I don't know. Yeah. It's definitely a massive plus if you are new and you are inexperienced with fighting zombies. If you can, 140% melee damage. That's.
But a lot of new players might be scared off by the point cost.
Yeah.
Because I know I was. I never used to take anything like that, because with having them, you're going to have some negatives, and the new players, they might not potentially know what the 3-point negatives are. Do you know what I mean? Like the ones you can take that don't affect anything really.
Because you'd be worried about sort of dying of thirst, wouldn't you?
Yeah. So I would say to new players, just try and make it work. Have a little play around. To have an easy life, you want high strength and fitness, I would say.
Yeah.
It will help you.
It's all a balancing act, isn't it? Because, if you were trying to get high athletic ability and strength, you've got to take on a lot of negative stuff, haven't you? And it's really a real balancing act. It really is quite difficult to do.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, definitely.
So that just leaves us with strong. I was getting a bit ahead of myself talking about strong just now. Again, 10-point cost, extra knockback from melee weapons, and increased carry weight. So +4 strength, which again, massive. And if base level is 5, you're going up to 9, aren't you? And 140% melee damage, which again is just huge. If you can do 140% more damage when you're fighting zombies, you're laughing, aren't you? Really, you're laughing.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Again, it's a must-have for me. Worth the points, I think, definitely. They're kind of the same, I think, athletics and strong, and depends just what one you prefer. And like I say, I'll change them, interchange them with either fit and stout. But yeah, they're the main ones. They're the good ones. Worth the points, I think, all day.
Again, I suppose whether you're looking at those might depend on what occupation you take, I suppose, as well.
Yeah, you got to go unemployed if you want them on there. You got to.
Yeah, exactly. I just think it's such an important thing to have as well. I mean, strength and fitness, they're very wanted things. It's just juggling around the negatives, obviously, which we will touch on next episode when we cover the negative topics.
I've got one more question very quickly.
Go for it.
So we're looking at strong and athletic. They cost 10 points each. They give you +4 to fitness and +4 to strength, respectively. You've got the lower equivalent. You've got fit and you've got stout. Now they cost 6 points.
Yep.
And they both give +2 to fitness and strength. What do you think is better value? The +2 to the strength and fitness for 6 cost, or +4 for fitness and or strength for 10 cost? That's a hard one, isn't it? Actually, now I've said it out loud, that's actually really hard.
I'm gonna go and say the 10 pointers.
Yeah, because they're just so impactful, because it's the fitness
melee damage,
something else.
The running speed, endurance loss is 40%.
So you think the extra boost you get, the extra capabilities, whatever you want to call it, from being, say, level 7 to being level 9, you think that's worth the 4 points extra you're spending?
It's the 4 points, yes.
I'm going to say yeah.
Because those extra levels, those will take you literally 2 in-game years or decades at this point to level up,
Yeah, I think I'd rather just get that days.
Done. Boom. Done.
Oh yeah, I get that, but what I'm saying is sort of 7 good enough, if you like, as opposed to 9?
Well, as high as possible.
Yeah, I mean, seven's doable. Yeah, it's definitely doable.
Yeah.
But I mean, for ages, I used to play your strength at 5, unaltered and unfit. So what's that? Fitness at 4. And I played that for, I don't know, 200-300 hours. And it was fine. Definitely doable. But now, with them higher levels, game changer.
Yes, exactly. All right. Well, has anyone got anything to say about strong? Because I'm kind of done anything I can extra say is 140% extra melee damage. That's incredible.
Yeah.
That's
and of course, you're getting the
advantage.
extra carry capacity as well with each level
Yeah.
of strength, aren't you?
Yeah, exactly.
Which is always nice.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because that over encumbrance can be a killer. Because
That's probably one of the main killers, I think. Over encumbrance and being tired.
Yeah, I agree.
And of course, being over encumbered makes you tired quicker, doesn't it? So, just a vicious cycle.
Yeah, it can go wrong pretty quickly.
Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah.
Those negative moodles, you see, I keep saying.
Yeah, it's all about those negative noodles. Keep them
Right,
free.
well, I guess we're done, aren't we? Ready?
Yeah, we got there in the end.
Yeah,
that,
we managed to
that
get through them all.
completes our highly comprehensive and expert rundown on the positive traits.
Of course.
It's so difficult though, because I mean the fact that you've got people putting YouTube videos out there with the sort of in debug mode,
Yeah.
to really get into the under the skin, into the nitty gritty of what
Maybe
these
if you
traits
want
actually
proper
do.
factual, watch their videos.
There's just 3 guys rambling on about why they pick certain things.
Oh, come on, guys! We went on the wiki and we read out all the stuff.
We got the wiki up.
Yeah, exactly. That's all you need.
But it was good fun as always, wasn't it?
Yes, definitely.
And it's good to hear other opinions, isn't it? Because it's not always about the nitty gritty min-maxing. It's personal experiences and stuff as well, which is
Exactly.
which is helpful.
Everybody's got their own viewpoint.
Yeah,
for sure.
exactly.
And as we said earlier, let us know down in the comments what your taking is on positive traits, what you think is an essential, what you think is a waste of time, what you wouldn't get in the zombie apocalypse without. Do let us know down in the comments on those positive traits.
Definitely.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what everyone's thoughts
Yeah.
are, definitely.
Yeah,
Exactly.
we might learn something ourselves, huh?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
I'm sure we will.
Yeah.
It'll be
All
like
right,
speedrun, right? You're already wrong. Brilliant. Type the comment out.
As always, we've run over a little bit, more than a little bit again, but we're just having so much fun. I hope you guys, you listeners, have enjoyed it just as much as we have. And I hope you can subscribe to the channel if you've not already done so, if you enjoyed it today. And I hope you can join us for the next episode.
Thank you very much for watching
Yeah,
or listening.
thank you. See you in the next one.
See you next time. Bye.